Hello and welcome everybody to 1968. You'll remember such greats as Bob Goalby winning the Masters, Lee Trevino winning the US Open, and later that year, Gary Player won the Open. I mean, really interesting golf lineup right there, famous. Now, let's get down to the meat of 1968. Okay, I wasn't around in 1968, but things happened in 1968 that really affected my life. One, Homer Simpson sang a song, which still is stuck in my head to this day, and I still sing to my kids when they're eating food. The Yummy, Yummy, Yummy song. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. But like other things, like Stefan Wolf, Born to be Wild. Are you kidding me? Is it the best driving song ever? 1968, when driving was a thing. Now it's just Uber is a thing. Don't know. And Aretha Franklin, I Say a Little Prayer. There was a boy band as well called, what was that boy band? Do you remember that boy band that was around in 1960? Oh yeah, the Beatles. They sang Hey Jude that year. Do you remember that little song? I mean, it was just, whoa. Those are all songs that I loved growing up. And Ben Hogan, in the midst of all of this, like the cultural revolution and all of this art coming out, was just like, let's release the minus+1 irons here. Let's get these on the review table and have a closer look. So it's easy to recognize here, Bounce Soul Hogan minus+1, or hyphen, whatever word you want to use. There's the Ben Hogan seal here as well. You'll notice that this is matte finish, all right, versus the glossy finish around the perimeter and on the sole, which has the iron number here, in this case 7. And the perimeter has these forever forward slash, all the way across, all right? Pretty interesting design. As we spin around, you'll notice, would you say that's offset? I don't know if I would say that that's offset. I want to show you the toe profile here. Clear muscle right here. And at address, look at the attachment here at the hosel, between the hosel and the top line. Very thin top line. And nice matte, no nonsense groove pattern, no embellishments on the side. The grooves just run very clearly from one side of this matte finish over to the other. Kind of a squarish toe here, even on the 7-iron. The leading edge does look pretty sharp for something called Bounce Soul. Maybe a little bit of forgiveness there. Anyway, there's some crimping along the hosel up here. The head is pinned right here. The serial number is on the ferrule right here. We have a red, blue, red ferrule. I'm not sure if there was a black layer on top of this one. And then we have this stepped shaft, Ben Hogan, and the number is missing. Not entirely sure which one it is. I put the sticker on here to remind me of the year. And this is the grip. It's a Ben, you can see the Ben Hogan seal right here. It says exclusive Hogan design right there. That grip is not what you're going to see in the video I'm about to show you, because I just barely pulled this off. This is a Gamma, can you see this? Gamma tennis wrap, over wrap. So I really like these wraps. These might be my new favorite, the Gamma Pro wrap. This and the Wilson. I'll talk about that maybe in a future video. But right now, let's cut to some range footage. And I can show you, I think it's simulator footage. I can show you some numbers. 1968, Ben Hogan +1. +1, it's like the And One brand. Looking down at it, it looks like a blade. Dare I say it? Like a good old boring Ben Hogan blade. Like all the other Ben Hogan blades. It's just lovely. Who am I kidding? It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Oh, it's butter. Indoors with the sound. Oh my goodness. What more do you need in life? Look at that. 154 carry. The 7-iron. I do this a lot. Let me compare this to my Mizuno JPX 800s. Here's my 7. At address. Those shafts are lined up. 3/4 of an inch, 1 inch, shorter. Huh, interesting. We'll take a couple more. We got some mishits. Let me, as I usually do, let me try to fade one. They're supposed to be workable, right? How hard could it be? Oh, that's a beautiful slice. Carry 130 on that one probably. 125. Yeah, you can slice that. Let's take one more, just normal, casual swing here. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you how beautiful this sounds. Boring Ben Hogan perfection. Perfection is boring, isn't it? Felt a little fat. I probably lost a few yards on that one, but I mean, still feels amazing. Oh goodness. I found it. Just get these. Why not? Why did they change? Hogan. Bounce Soul. Hogan +1. I need a set of these. +9, right? Get the whole set. That one felt very drawish. 152 carry. Just get these. Ben Hogan. I don't need to tell you. They're amazing. What? Why? What am I going to tell you? This feels amazing to hit. It is the definition of bladed iron. When you look it up in the dictionary, or you look it up on flipping pages, when you look it up and define bladed iron, the picture of this pops up, right? And it feels as good as all the other Ben Hogan blades. I love this muscle flanged design. It just really works for me, all right? Both in sound and feel and workability and everything else you can tack on there, looks, but it's not. It doesn't look like the red lines or the red line forged or some of these other beautiful like Apex irons that had kind of the same design. Those are super shiny and glossy, and look at me in a different way. It's just a different way. Does that make sense? It's bonkers, but not too bonkers. Does that make sense? It's like in some sports, it's like well, just one team just or like the Michael Schumacher effect, right? It's just like, who won this year? Oh, the same as 4 years ago. The same as every year. You know, the same thing we do every night, Pinky. That's what it feels like sometimes, all right? But this is bonkers. Like you look at this fins, the dorsal fin right here. I love that little row of lines. It's just so crazy for a Ben Hogan, club. And this long script right here, Bounce Soul, Hogan -+, and then there's the one here and the gold medallion. There's so much, it's so busy. It's like when, my mom's from Hong Kong. And I remember as a boy, like we would, be in Chinatown and she'd buy a Chinese newspaper, and the cover of it is just this explosion of just lines everywhere, and it's so busy. It's just like my little brain just exploded. It's like, that's not how newspaper is supposed to look, because English is written out very, clearly, and we have certain space. And that's why in our culture, we don't like things that are too busy. I hear that all. And it's too busy. This is too busy. You see what I'm saying? It's bonkers, just not too, it's like, for example, like, a team that might win like a national championship, and that's, that's cool. And then 2 in a row, that's bonkers. What team, I'm trying to think recently. Can you think of a team that did that recently? I'm thinking about it. If you can figure it out, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, this is, I think, just the Goldilocks bonkers for me, all right? It's Ben Hogan, but it sticks out from a lot of the other. I know they came out with like the green one, like I think it was after this, the Bounce, series that they had, which I really like as well. But this one might be the one. I like blue, and it's nice. So if I can find a good set of these, you'll see a set of these on this channel, 100%. If I can find them, if you build it, they will play golf. So sign me up. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to ask it, and a lot of them will be the same, and I get it. But what's your favorite Ben Hogan iron set of all time? This is really competing for number 1 in my heart. And that's how we make the decision, right? Not with our brain, with our heart. That's how you really fall in love. So excited to read everybody's comment. As usual, comments. As usual, I'd like to shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. It really does a lot to support me, not necessarily financially, but emotionally. Just knowing that there are people there willing to back me, really appreciate it. Just anything like $1 a month is greatly appreciated. I put some behind the scenes pictures and videos, just some updates on Patreon. And thank you again to all my patrons. If you would like to support this channel in another way, just go to the description below and find my Amazon shop. I have some golf stuff on there. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. That's how it helps this channel. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I am the Vintage Golfer.